Well, greetings there, travelers. Wondering if this is working, because I know my audio's always a little messed up. I think my settings get saved though, so. Shit, I forgot that, I was listening to that sermon. I don't know if I should be, like, listening to sermons on here. Yeah, I should be. Should I listen to music? Hmm. Oh, I forgot. I need to change the audio real quick. I need to put it on to set on not the speaker. I need to put it on this one. Okay. There we go. I think it should work now. Sorry, I'm just getting all this stuff. Trying to get this working. The Wanderers. Wait a minute. I heard this one. Okay, so this was the last illustration I did. I need to see if the stream's working and how the audio is. Okay, so this was the last illustration I did. Okay. So I guess we'll start off. Some, I was maybe gonna try and ink that, but I don't think I am. I think today I might attempt a multi-figural illustration, which I might fail, but it's okay, because failing is good. I'm gonna try and see it that way, because there's trying not to get defeated by it. Okay, let's yeah, we're gonna have to do a bunch of warm-ups right now. Like, listen to this right now. Strong squares, more squares. I can kind of. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so this is straight for, I think, okay. Okay, let's do an accuracy test. Nope, I got that wrong. It's okay. Let's do another accuracy test right up in here. There's that one. Just scribbling. Just scribbling, warming my hand up. We can try like a little piece of whatever. Ding ding. Do 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 do. Oh, a purple pencil. Oh, here it is. I've been failing these things lately, but no, it's okay. Dude, that one actually turned out really weird. See, sometimes it's just like you just start just scribbling and it just like starts just. But generally, it's the same, somewhat the same pattern, you know, that I've ingrained in my mind. It's really I keep messing this up. Like it's either I keep forgetting my letters or what's going on here, man. I think that's what it is. I keep messing this up right here. That should not. I keep doing that for some reason. That's a strange shape, man. Like this is just getting just confusing. Okay, let's see. What am I what am I doing here? I'm literally just scribbling. I don't know what I'm like. Normally, I'm like thinking about it. I'm just like just doodling. I'm just like, okay, let's see here. What am I doing here? uh, so the cookie crumbles when you're just not thinking about anything. You start messing things up. Do do. Oh, I messed this thing up down here. It should have been like I should have made it like more balanced right here. I messed this up. I should have pulled that down. Oh well, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. This stuff I got all messed up too. I don't even know what's going on up in there. Could. I kind of don't like doing like little design things up in here, but I might just you know. Yeah, I think we're just gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna just yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Just messing around, I guess. Unless we can maybe try and save it with this line. Yeah, it kind of balanced it out a little bit more. Sometimes these are kind of fun to do. Dude, see, this part just got so messed up. Is this? I don't even know what shape this is. This is just weird in here, man. It just went like, you just started just morphing on me right there, man. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh man, see, this is the problem. I should have done my, I should have filled it in with the shadow. Just kind of just gets this done. Do 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 do. Yeah, see, sometimes it's just like weird just seeing the shapes you get. Like sometimes just the shapes are just so bizarre. Like just so many shapes that I mean, cause like there's some things that you know, that are muscle memory that I generally do a lot. But sometimes there's just some weird, just like every single one has its own, like every single one that I've done, it's just different and it has its own little like characteristic. It's very interesting. Sometimes it's just I've kind of forgotten about that, and like that's kind of why it is fun sometimes, man. Just like just seeing the weird characteristics of things. Okay, well I guess that was a warm up. Yeah. Yep. See how the audio is. Just seeing your characteristics and normal things. Looks like it pumped the music up a little bit. Okay, so I kind of wanted to attempt a multi-figural piece. I haven't attempted a multi-figural piece in, man, it's been a really, really long time. I guess maybe it's somewhat from this one, because this one that's kind of how this one kind of started. Like, I wasn't expecting to draw a portrait here. I'm kind of building from this one. Just the thought of that. I think it's kind of a good warm up into maybe a multi-figural work. I kind of generally had in a somewhat of an idea of what I had a thought, kind of like the placement of the figures. So let's see if we can execute it to just get the design down in some degree. I have done an illustration in the past, actually for a buddy of mine. It was I gifted it to him, but it's basically I'm gonna be doing that, but I think I'm doing it the opposite way. Not opposite, but what's it called? Just it's kind of based off of an old drawing that I've done in the past, and I gifted it to somebody. But it's like I'm gonna switch the angles around, and I think I might do 3 figures instead of like 2, because in the drawing it was like a night elf priest. There was like a night elf priest right here, and like there was this guy that was wounded, and she was like healing him or something like that. So I think I'm gonna do something else. I guess we'll just see how it rolls out. Probably gonna be a failure, but it might not be. I'm trying to do it to where it's like the time limit is maybe 3 hours, and sometimes it's interesting when you have a deadline like that. It's a kind of like a self-imposed like deadline where you kind of have to get it done in that time frame, and like if you don't get it done, then you just roll with it, and you're off to the next design, you're off to the next concept. Man, my finger got real, like, you see my finger? It's like getting brutalized. That's all from my front brakes, man. So I literally have, I guess it's not, there was like a blister under this one too. I've never gotten a blister on this side though. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so I was gonna have a person kneeling in the front of this illustration. So we're gonna start with that with a C, because I know that's basically somewhat of how the spine is. I guess I'm gonna build this up a bit, just to see. Maybe I'm actually gonna see. I'm gonna do it with this one just so I can erase it, because I've actually been messing it up because this one I can't erase that good. And if you can use the non-photo blue pencils, these things are not very good. But I just use them because I don't have. I just use them because the non-photo blue pencils are expensive, and also every time I go to the art store, for some reason they're all sold out. And I think people steal them or something. Okay, so we're starting with a kneeling figure. So I guess that should be. It's going to be a male kneeling figure in the foreground. So I need to figure out like these proportions. Starting with the torso and the head. And to place the pelvis. Yeah, I don't know if this is. I'm gonna have to do some revision on this. I actually might not even use this piece of paper because yeah, I can already tell like it's not balanced with this. But that's generally how I wanted it, and then I kind of wanted a figure like this, and then a figure on top. That's gonna be pretty wild, man. Let's just draw the square to represent some of these forms. This is gonna be a female. And this is no. This is gonna be a skeleton. This is the top one is gonna be. This is gonna be quite the challenge. Actually, I might have to look up some reference on like what a kneeling figure is because because you know how like I normally scale it from. I don't know. Wait, we could maybe do it still. Because if we know the proportions, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. So maybe that's where the knee be. The hard part is this pelvis. It's I don't know how I'm gonna place that so it fits within that. If I was going for like say a longer illustration, I mean I guess I should. I honestly just need to just bite the bullet and go back into studying my perspective. I'm very rusty. There was a time when I like had like all this perspective stuff down, you know, like I like had all the points, you know, I put the points, I knew how to do like the 3-point perspective and then warp it and then all this other stuff. And I kind of just I haven't really been doing that. I should be doing it on this one because it's a multi-figural, but no worries. No worries. Okay, let's see here. So let's just see if we could get some general things done in here. So we know that this is the portrait, and 1, 2, that's the end of the pec, which on the back would be the trapezius. The trapezius is a big muscle that wraps around. I think it even wraps around into the front, into the pec, but I know it's a big muscle that wraps around. And then from that we have not the delta. Those are the shoulders. We have the latissimus dorsi, which is the lats. So we know that. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. You know, but then this is going to be in perspective, so that is going to be a little bit more. Let me redo this. I'm getting confused. Okay, let's redraw this square. Let's draw this. Okay, so we know that is the square right there. Let's split that in half. We have the oblique and the abdominals right there. I think I'm just gonna wing this. I don't really know the exact Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I need to like. I wish I kind of wish I was on Photoshop because I could just select this and just tilt it down and not have to manually, you know, figure out this stuff. Messing up a lot of these angles. So that kind of works a little better, I think. Oh, actually, I might make that. Maybe I should make that. I don't know. Okay, let's see here. This is going to be it's hard to multifigural stuff definitely does get a lot more challenging actually, because then you have to kind of figure out like the proportions to a lot of things. It gets to be a bit of a challenge. So this chick's head's gonna be like down. That's the skeleton. Do 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 do. And then let's see if we get this next one. Something like that. Do a little very wild, man. I think it's gonna actually work, but I should actually just place it in a I'm actually I might have to bring out my notes. Yeah. I need to bring out this one. I'm actually going to maybe place in a perspective. Now I'm thinking about it. I need to just get back into doing the perspective stuff. Honestly, I didn't even put that into perspective. So this one's going to be a bit more challenging than I realized. All right. Well, I guess this one's going to be a bit more. Going to go deeper into the tree of figuring things out. But this is generally what we're kind of going for. That's the rough thing I was attempting. But right here now we're going to try and build it now. So we're putting 2 vanishing points down. 2 vanishing points. We'll just make this the horizon line. Okay, so from this, we should be able to place things in here. Right? actually, let me see here. Let me see here, because this could be many different sizes. It looks like this is actually. Because also we got to think that this is going up like this. This could be like one of these degrees. And it looks like since this square is going down, it looks like so unless the figure was turning like that. So I feel figure out like how big do I want to make this figure within here. This first figure is kind of what's I think going to place all the rest of the stuff in here. Could be wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about really. Okay, that's the other problem, is that sometimes like when I do use I haven't really done too much figure drawing with like perspective grid in mind, but sometimes I get caught up thinking that all the squares need to go into that perspective line, even though the head can turn down or it can turn sideways, you know, so it has that like pivot right there. Sometimes I kind of somewhat forget about that. Yeah, this is gonna be more of a challenging one, so I'm gonna see if I can figure it out in the perspective grid. This is not working out at all. So I know if I were to do a figure up here, it would be like that. I'm doing it right now. Listen to this real quick. Okay, I think we figured this part out. So so his head's gonna be down. I'm like looking down like totally honest, I totally messed this up. I don't even know. This seems very, very off. Let's just draw like some squares just to. I should have just been practicing the perspective grid before I even go into this like this. Okay, so the camera. I think there's also what, like a field of view or something like that too. You know what? I could change the rules of this. Which what am I do? Something like this. We're getting closer. This is a freaking multi-figure ones are ridiculous. They're really hard for me to do. It's a good challenge though. It's hard to get them. Do 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 do. Okay, so sounds like oh, we got shot or something. I don't know, like that here. There's gonna be like plants growing. Yes, that'd be cool. Okay, I think we're getting closer. And then to like just ease this, I could just throw some hair on this chick. Figure. We could just drape that up. Oh yeah, okay. Maybe we could place a book at the bottom. I guess there is kind of some implications. Okay, so the book will be right in the middle of her. And we gotta make sure. Perspective. Okay, and so then the field of view, what would that be? That would be the plane of the paper, which would be like, the paper would be this. Oh, I'm trying to, okay, so that's, oops. So then I have to think about how I'm going to be placing these figures in that field of. That's kind of what I'm trying to go for. I'm going to do another layer with the pencil, but I can add some things now. See, it's actually good. I need to do this more. I was getting into it because normally I'm just doing like one character and then just working more of the design. The multi-figural stuff is definitely I think I think most of them actually do the perspective grid thing, but also this is just the T-point perspective. There is like another point of perspective, and you could just have it like up here if you wanted to have it warp up here, you know. And then, yeah, something like that. Something like that. And there's like the top-down perspective thing. And I guess this, yeah, okay, so if you wanted like a top-down perspective, you put your vanishing point down here and then raise the camera up. Basically, we're just acting as a camera right now. Trying to figure this stuff out. But I know I'm getting a lot of this wrong because I know there's actually a way that you can measure an object out in this plane of space, and you can have that measurement correlate with everything else. That's probably when, yeah, it gets weird. But then sometimes it depends because, you know, figures are different sizes than one another. So then, you know, you have to put that into account as well. Maybe she will be a paladin, I guess. So maybe she's gonna have a shield or something over here. I don't know. Okay, let's see here. I don't even know what I'm talking about, man. Take my orders up, please, because I don't know what I'm doing, really. Okay, let's try and build this up then. That's just not repeat. I'm gonna figure out a soundtrack or something, man. Come on now. Come on. Is this going to be on? This is probably going to be on copyright, so I'm probably going to get muted. Okay, let's go in with another layer. We're going with the pencil layer now. Okay. I'm gonna try and simplify things up in here. So this is also another good point of to know where your light source is going to be. Is it behind the camera? Is it over here? Is it over here? Is it below? Are there multiple light sources? Something like that, man. I'll just start with this. That's way smaller. Still doesn't seem like it's gonna work. This is a skeleton. Which I don't really remember too much with a skeleton. So there's I feel like this song's on copyright. I probably shouldn't be listening to it. I'm trying to listen to stuff that's not on copyright. Kind of hard. It's just instrumental stuff.
Okay, let's get you ready to fight. Wait, what? We're a multi-platform global operation. Every fight, lives.
I don't think this is on copyright. I don't think so. Okay, so the arm needs to be down. This figure seems smaller than the other one, so I'm gonna have to fix that too in the other. And that actually doesn't make any sense now. Okay, so from this point, okay, I can make actually a grid of so I think if you did take another piece of paper and you lightbox it, which is actually probably what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take another piece of paper and maybe just grid things out. We're actually probably just gonna keep continuing to just build this thumbnail up. You can do a lot to figure stuff out up in here. I guess I'll just keep pushing this as much as I can before I do it. Deltoid bicep. Beautiful. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Huh. How do I get this thing? Maybe I guess I should just bring the arm down. Oh no. Oh. Sounds challenging. Problem is, I'm not confident with it, you know? See, the good thing about Photoshop is that, like, you could take your thumbnail and then just blow it up and then just build off of that, you know? I mean, I could have just done it on that one right there. That's kind of the problem with like just traditional pencil drawing. It's like you kind of have to just keep drawing things over and over and over, but it's cool sometimes, I guess, you know? I'm used to it, but like I keep thinking like, man, on Photoshop, like I could have just like whoop just morph things, you know? I think I might tackle it. I might even do a lightbox on this just to see if I can refine it and continue to refine this. Maybe even do like four refinements now on this thing just to really see what'll pop out. I might not even build this one up. I don't really even like it, to be honest, but why isn't this thing working? I'm not holding it. I guess we'll just do it this way then. I guess we might just use a piece of tape because this thing ain't gonna hold it. Okay, bent it too much. Yeah. No, we don't have these little ones. I cannot listen to this anymore. Turn off the light. And turn off this light too. Let's see it. Okay, line of action. Should like just have her arms out. It really shouldn't be like, yeah. Darn, I should have just done a normal character, man. It was not working out. One, two, three, four, five, 5.5. Okay, this leaves in right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5. Oh, maybe this could be like something like. Okay, then this one, line of action. Torso. Actually, we're gonna try and make. This isn't even on the stream. Oops. Okay, let's see here. Let's make these points. So you know that's the perspective. We'll make I might push this down a bit. That's the torso. One, two. End of the pec would be right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. It's also up above, that's like horizon line, so this would be pushed down, something like that. I guess his arm might be up. I'll draw the deltoid. I mean, in a sense, this could even be that. I could even try and draw that illustration from scripture, but it's. I guess maybe this could be a warm-up to it. Okay, what was in that story? I kind of forgot actually. Nah, let's just keep going. Let's just keep. Wondering if should I try and build this up? Hmm. Let's see. How would I depict this? We could make this pretty gnarly. Like pretty grim. I'm trying to think. I mean, I could just build this thumbnail up. Some more. I don't know if this one kind of gave us a little bit more information. We can continue to keep leveling it up. That one's giving us a good amount of information right there, though. maybe attempt it. I just don't know if I should. I don't know if I should do this one actually. I don't know if these thumbnails are gonna work out. I'm trying to think of like the storyline of like maybe what would be happening. Screw it. Let's just do it. I think what I'm going to do is we might just make this a night. I might just make this a night just so I don't have to draw a lot of the anatomy stuff. I can just cover it with armor. I see. I had this. I kind of. This is kind of what I had in mind, in some degree. But after like trying to build it up, there's a lot of problems I'm going to encounter. I already know that. I know these hips right here. I seem to be getting it wrong a lot of times. I'm not placing that in the correct perspective of that. And these feet, I don't really know what I'm doing right there. These hips as well on this side is going to be very crowded up in here. Up in here, you know. I really don't know what I'm doing with these arms, really. You know. I'd like to have more of a concrete thing going. Maybe not concrete, but like, I don't know. I think I'm going to go with more. This one I kind of tried to follow more of the horizon line more, but I'm actually liking kind of this one where it's like, you know, the spine's more bent, kind of like this one. I'm kind of digging that a little bit more. I don't know. I guess we could attempt it. I guess I might as well attempt it because I'm an hour and 30 minutes, so I kind of don't want to work on this tomorrow because this is just a cluster. A cluster majabble. A cluster majabble. Okay, I guess I'm lightly going to pencil some of this stuff in. Probably should have done this on a bigger piece of paper, but it's okay. Because we have, I'm going off this now as these are my references that I'm going off of. All right, I guess. Let's just begin, huh? Let's just try and do it then. All right. We don't got much time. If it ain't gonna work, it ain't gonna work, and we can go on to some newer pastures tomorrow. It's at this point where, like I said, it's at this point where I kind of put this deadline on myself, where it's like, well, I guess I can't. There isn't really. I can't really go back now because I've already invested this time into doing this one. So I gotta I guess do it. So let's go. Let's just tackle it. Let's just tackle these problems. get hard. I don't know what I'm doing right there. This one I'm probably gonna have to go with a bunch of layers actually. Maybe not. Okay, so we have the rib cage, the end of the rib cage, we have the trapezius. Oblique. It's the hip. I knew this was gonna be a very hard. I think of that as a maybe even just to like get it to where it goes in a circle. I might end up. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just. It's strange having a mic on right now. I'm just kind of like just talking to myself. It's okay, no worries. Kind of not sure how this hair is gonna be. I don't like this. This is getting messed up in here. I should probably get some reference for that. That's definitely an area. Okay, so this is the vanishing point. So maybe the next leg would be over here instead of over there. Okay, yeah, so that's the vanishing point up in here. Okay, yeah. See, this is why it's like, oh, I knew that area. I already called it out. I already knew I was gonna just mess up. I should have just tried to figure it out on that one, but I don't got much time, I guess. We're just gonna continue onward. That's right there. Okay, so we can put a line up in here. For that, this is the torso. Yeah, so this illustration is way different than what I'm used to. I'm used to like single character, just like do a lot of abstractions. This is way more like I had to plan things out. I don't really know what I'm doing. The perspective's totally wonky. I don't even think it's correct on the thing. But I guess it's good. I guess it's good practice. And if we fail, it's okay, because we can always start another drawing. Maybe I should put some music on. I think my camera got messed up. There we go. I've never. Okay, let's do this one. Yes. Okay, now I'm pumped up. We were in like a silent mode. Okay, we have this figure down. Oh, this is the other part I'm not really too sure. Okay, so from this we know we're going to put the torso. That's why I put this one right here. So the next, okay, so I'm trying, okay, so this next figure's a dude, so that we know, okay, I need to think about this real quick. Okay, so we know that this next figure is a dude, this is a female, this is getting pushed in the foreground. We're gonna make this just slightly, maybe even just the same size. Yeah, this will just, wait a minute, I need to do this very lightly. Okay, I forgot the line of action too. What am I doing, man? What am I doing? I forgot the spine. Okay. I should drop that down. I think I should have pushed that more up that way. Yep, I should have. This is why I did it really light. I guess like that was gonna happen. Okay, so we're pushing this circle, maybe. This is going to be a skull. So let's just draw that that is a square. His head's gonna be dropped down. The head's 10 pounds. So supposedly the head is the weight of a bowling ball. So when there's dead weight, it's pretty heavy. And it's also a reason why I'm holding this, so I'm not looking down, because normally I did draw a lot like this, but I've heard it's bad for your back, so a lot of people told me that. So. And if you have the means, I'd use a drafting table, because a drafting table, it's like you can like turn it like that. It's like that's so. Okay, so this is gonna be a skeleton. It doesn't look like a skull. I even think this that has to be a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that's why I didn't want to put the hair right there, because I was gonna have the hair like flip up, but the problem is then it's gonna look like I just like covered like the feet or whatever. Like I don't want to do that, so. So I guess we'll just draw the second. Third figure. Dang, there's 3 figures in here. Kind of digging the arms up, maybe. Or no, maybe both of them should just be down. Or no, but then this one doesn't really. That's a problem I'm encountering. I think I'm going to push this head a little bit more down. It's not really sitting right. Push it down a couple degrees. Okay, that's seems a little better. Weird as it is. Let's get this one.
If you want to eat healthy and feel your best, you gotta try Ka'Chava.
Ka'Chava.
It's the world's healthiest.
Actually, what's this?
It is crazy how much money I'm saving with every plate instead of ordering out every single night. By the time you...
I guess maybe I could just do this very lightly with nah. I kinda don't know what that bone really looks like. This is also kind of like a good anatomy study too. Kind of just like it limp. I don't know why it would be like. Makes no sense right there. I guess it could just be like disintegrating on top of this or something like that. It's just like forming or something. Oh, she could be holding this dude's hand. That might be an interesting thing. Let's see. That's kind of a whole different aspect of this illustration that I haven't really like thought. Okay, so we have torso. Now I have to think about how like. converting. I thought this was a different polygon. Like, what's this one?
Grammarly helps you work more efficiently, which makes accomplishing your work goals easier than ever before. Get full sentence rewrite suggestions so you can say what you mean faster. Powered by over 1 billion user interactions, Grammarly's instant suggestions help you quickly polish your writing. Use Grammarly to select multiple corrections at once.
Okay, I need to figure out these like perspective grids. See, I know there's a way you can legitimately figure out like the grid for the proportions, and like I'm not doing that right now. I need to do that. Okay, so I kind of just want to like draw my. I might even just push these out just so I could just draw it, just so I can know that it's over here. So that's 1, 2, end of the pec, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, end of the kneecap. So that's where the end of the kneecap should be. This is in perspective from this vanishing point. That's for sure. So we need to make sure that that's on that same horizon line. It doesn't have to be, because it's you know, this thing can move this way or that way, but in this terms we're going to do it that way. So let's see here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, 6, 7. I think actually his feet would be over here. But this is also pushed into that perspective over here. So okay, that's looking somewhat of where I'm going for. We're going to split this square in half, put the eye sockets roughly the general location. This is going to be a skull. I normally don't draw skulls that way, so I'm going to draw it this way, just so I can figure it out a little easier. She's holding this dude's hand right here, which that makes no sense at all. I don't know what I'm doing right there. I guess maybe this arm will be like, I guess this bone will be like kind of like going up or something, like, and like we'll have this, so we have the deltoid. I need to make sure this is working out. This is a strange pose. This is a very, very weird pose. I need to make sure that this head is going to fit on here. Oh yeah, it was going to be a knight or something. So let's just thicken some of this stuff out, I think. Okay, so from this perspective, this is going to be more on the horizon line, I'm pretty sure. So somewhat. Let's see, but we can somewhat follow the same. So let's see, 1, 2, end of the pec, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, end of the kneecap. We'll do doesn't make any sense, honestly. Okay, so then we have this perspective over here. See, oh my goodness, I'm messing this up because now. Okay, I'm messing this up because here's the thing: is now I'm pushing this figure this way. It needs to be pushed that way and up. So I might just do. Let's see. I was about to say I'm gonna delete it. I guess I'm gonna erase it just to see if I can just get this to sit better. This drum is freaking hard. Not gonna lie, this one's freaking hard, man. I'm encountering a lot of problems. And I knew this was gonna happen too. I just tried to tackle it, and this is the problem. When you mess up things, try and make them work out and do it. Okay, let's see here. I think I'm going to actually. I think it's because of this head right here. I need to push it like the same, like that. Let's just erase this entire figure. This one's a doozer. This is like doing a double decade right here. Two figures, to me it is anyway. Because I'm used to just drawing one figure. Okay, let's see here. So, let's just. I'm just gonna totally just extend this figure out. You know what? I'm not even gonna follow the perspective here that much. I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, there we go. That one, this one seems a little bit. I like how it should be. You can't really even see that on the stream. It's so weird. A lot of things going on in this one. I want to just go in with the pencil, but I just kind of knew that I'm gonna mess up a lot of stuff here. Maybe I could just push this arm out. I don't like that arm. That arm just looks so weird. Actually, I need to push that out, up. Okay, I think I'm gonna just get into the pencil layer. I think pretty soon here. I kind of might not even draw the pencil layer. On top of this one, I might. So we know the legs are like this. 1, 2, end of the pec. 3, 4, 5, 5.5. So from this, I'm just gonna draw the figure like if it was like this. Make it easier for me. Okay, there we go. That's kind of working out now in some degree. Holy Toledo, this drawing's gonna be ridiculous. Redonkulous. Oh, Toledo. Okay, should I start to pencil this out? Because you can't really even see it. Oh man, this one's just, I can already tell it's wonky. I don't want to pencil it out, but I'm running out of time. I don't want to pencil it out because I know I should work on this section right here, but the problem is I know like if I don't just start it, it's just like I'm just going to continue to just change things around and so. Intriguing. Do 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 do. See, right now I should be like, you know, gathering reference and getting. I'm just running out of time, man. I'm running out of time. Just gotta get this done now. You just gotta get this done. Okay, let's see here. Let's just tackle this. I don't want to, but we're going to attempt this now. Strange angle for the face. I haven't drawn a face like this in a while. I totally got that. Oops. Keep messing all this stuff up. That's okay. No worries. It's gonna get done. Yeah, I got that wrong. Well. I got that wrong. 1, 2. Okay, so yeah, maybe you would see like a slight bit of it, but not as I had it. We're just gonna try and I'm gonna try and get out of these problems over here by you know how you do it? You cover it with drapery. So you don't have to draw it. Because I know I'm getting all this stuff wrong over here, so I'm gonna cover it with drapery. Yeah, it didn't work at all. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Oh, darn. Never mind. I need to go and do it. Let's see here. Let's think about it more. A little bit more loinclothy. Okay, oblique. I guess that's the other thing. Like drapery doesn't always have to have like the folds all the time, you know? It doesn't always have to have the folds everywhere, you know? That's one thing I did used to mess up a lot. I would just put fold after fold, like there's a fold right there, and actually I messed up these shoulder, like the shoulder line. It's actually a strange. I get that wrong? I think I did. Oh well. Darn. Okay, let's see here. It's strange. I'm like drawing square. Push that over, push that in. We don't really know what we're doing right there. We're just gonna wing it, just do some scribbles. I know I got some of these eyes are on the eye socket. We have the cervical spine. I don't know exactly how many of the cervical spine there are, but I know it goes into the cervical, which connects to the head, and then from the cervical we have the thoracic, which is part of the torso, and then what's the lower spine's just what, the lower spine, lower lumbar, something like that. Oh man, that head's like way too big. Darn it. I knew I was gonna have trouble with this part too. Oh, it's because he's also like kind of like a screamer or something. Okay, so then we were just gonna wing some of this stuff up in here because I really don't know too much. I'm just gonna wing it. I don't draw like skeletons that much, so we're just gonna wing this. I do have some reference up for this, roughly, for just googled some skeleton anatomy, but I don't have this pose. I mean, see, the good thing is if you're like a 3D modeler, you'd probably have like something like saved, you know, like some stuff. Sort of right here. So his chest. This is like getting disintegrated or something. Oh, why did I even do that? Okay, so it's totally got this wrong. This is so wonky. This is really, oh, this is a really, really wonky piece right here, man. I'm not digging it. I'm just struggling now. I feel like I'm just like rushing it. I really shouldn't be doing pieces like this. Maybe I should, I don't know. I guess it's really showing me where I'm messing up though. So that's good too. I guess, because now I can roughly kind of figure out, okay, I'm having troubles, and maybe I could start studying of things of this sort of fashion of where I'm struggling with. VCAP.
I know for certain one I love. I know for certain one I love.
Maybe I shouldn't have like the skull like screaming or whatever, because it's kind of messing up like the elbow. Armor, or something like that. Breastplate. See, I've gotten a lot of this stuff wrong. See, I knew this was going to be another problem. Like, I've called the problems out that I knew was going to happen. Is the proportion of this head compared to the proportion of relative to, oh man, I think my camera stopped. I knew this was, I called this right in the beginning, right when I started this, because this is, for some reason I have this problem. I haven't really heard, I mean, I think Andrew Loomis does cover it, but sometimes his stuff gets really, really dry to study, and sometimes it's like so like just tooth and like it's just like so like just rigid that it's almost just hard to remember. But I think he does cover something where like you can take the head proportion and then somehow relatively scale it into perspective into another something like that. I don't really like looked up any really videos on that. I wonder what I guess that would just be like how to draw multi-figural drawing, or illustrations or something like that. So I should probably look more into that. But I just don't know. I feel like the multi-figural illustrations are very just challenging. Because normally, other than that, how I'll also do it, how I generally also would paint, is I would basically just kind of roughly put in the horizon line, and then I just draw a really, really detailed character. Maybe like something in the foreground, and then just paint it out. Blur out the background, maybe put some trees or something, a mountain or something, and then that would just be it. I've never really attempted to paint like a multi-figural illustration, something like that. There should actually be some like arrows or something. Some more armor. Pack or something. Tabard. I guess I could just keep grinding out like a face right here, because I think that face is like, or the portrait is too small relative to these figures, actually. I also don't know like what I'm doing with this. There's a collarbone right there, and then another one. This is the arm. I guess I could push this up like as if it was like this. Just this is also kind of like a good anatomy study. You're like you're kind of like doing an anatomy study while doing this. Is kind of interesting. I don't actually like that. I don't like how that ended up. It seemed like it didn't work out. 2. Yeah, there's some stuff here. Really hard. I mean, maybe I could just try and ink it out. I ink this out 20 minutes. Maybe just that, like, Walmart pen. So let's try it. I think that's what, I don't know, I wish I could ink it out like those guys that just do it without, you know, all the line work and stuff. How do those dudes do it? I don't understand. How are you guys going about doing that? Just need to like practice a little bit. Okay, I guess we'll try and attempt this. This is the point where like you really should have like a bunch of reference with you and stuff. Like, not just be winging it, because this is, I don't even think it's gonna work out. Attempt it. I really actually should just do another pencil layer, you know? Cause yeah, we don't got much time. I just want to see what happens. I think this pen's freaking going out on me. I think it is actually. Come on. That's what I like. What the heck? That's not cool. Dude, why is this pen all weird? Maybe I gotta lick it. But sometimes that works. Okay, there we go. I think it was just dry or something. I just want to restart it again. Can I fix it? I just gotta go with it, huh? I'm just feeling janky, man. It's running out of me. Should not be like this. This. Fudge. Darn it, now it's like working. Oh, that sucks because now like the line weight's all different. Oh well, just going to go with it. Fudge, dude, the line weight got all changed, dude. The pen was all messed up. I thought it was felt all weird. It's like super blurry on my stream. Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to. I'm using a phone camera, an old phone. I don't have the best equipment right at the moment. Hopefully it changes in the future, though. Looks cool though. Like it looks like it's just like another layer. It's kind of cool. Like another layer on Photoshop, huh? But this is not Photoshop. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I kind of forgot what sandals look like on the outside. Oh well. Kind of. Wing it. Oops. I keep messing up. Just gotta go with it. It's just like the graffiti piece. You just gotta go with it, man. Like, oh man. I wish I could just undo that line. I mean, I would if I was on Photoshop. I would have undone that line right there. I don't know, man. I like messed up one of the thicknesses. Let's see. Okay, got that one. This feels more akin to like the graffiti phase. Where you just gotta wing it. You just gotta go with your mistakes. Okay, time for this guy. And I've already passed 3 hours. Okay, so well, that's what I got done. 3 hours. Might as well just try and finish it out, huh? Should I draw? I don't like drawing all the teeth unruly. The one reason why I don't like drawing all the teeth is because I know that's like a cylinder right there. Oh, you can't even see what I'm drawing right now, but darn it, I forgot like that this is supposed to be lit this way. So I need to be thinking about that. I should have been doing some of these lines like I should probably look up. Have that behemoth though. I wish there's like. I mean, if I really, really wanted to, like, I could look deep and just find the angle, maybe of like a skeleton. I mean, the best thing to have would probably be to have like a 3D model, and you could just have it, you know, you could just light it, and do all that stuff. I don't have it right now, so we're just trying to. I don't see a single top point of view. Let's see. Just continue with. I'm trying to find like a top view. There's not a single one. Google Images is probably not the ideal way to go about it. Okay, here's one. Well, not really. It's not in the same angle, but it definitely is showing me. Oh wow, that's weird. The collar. I've totally gotten that wrong. The collarbone's like. Oh, that's weird. I totally got that wrong. So the collarbone goes like this. Okay, yeah, and then it goes into the sternum. Holy moly, look at that. I went that long without even realizing that, man. Oh man, I've totally forgotten about that. I'm just gonna kind of maybe blast some music and just try and get through this. Oof, that part got super bad. Super messed up. Oh well. Oh well, no going back now. Okay, let's just wing this dude. Let's just try and finish this out. Darn, man. I totally messed this up. Please, please let me not mess this up. Yep, I did. Well, fudge. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? Oh, fudge. Oh, see, now I'm just like rushing everything. Thinking. Totally got this hand wrong. Oh well. Oh, that hand's just weird. Oh well. Oh, my pen's running out again. Alright. I wonder why it does that. It seems like there's a lot of ink still in there. It's weird. It runs out. Come on. There we go. Dude, why does this pen keep running out? Come on now, I'm trying to finish this. Don't run out on me. Darn it. Dude, what in the world? Like, it looks like there's a bunch of ink in here. There is a bunch of ink in here. What's going on? Trying to- Oh, you know what? Maybe it's like there's like paper stuff stuck in the tip. Breastplate is yours. Darn. Yep, this pen's like gone. I don't know what's wrong with this pen. Oh, I guess I did have it like in the sun in the car along for like a while. So maybe that's what messed it up a bit. He's like giving a thumbs up. That's wicked. That's freaking cheesy. Oh well. Tried to accomplish it. I just had to go with it. Alright, I think that's it. Pen's like kind of annoying me now. First time that's really happened to me, I think. But I think, I don't know. Yeah, I should. Sounds ridiculous too. No. That's what it looks like with that. I kind of like the underlayer though. It looks kind of. Oh, I guess it looks. The underlayer like makes it kind of more like kind of stand out a bit more. But like I should be taking this pen now and then just doing the shadow shapes, but like I'm really bad at the shadow shapes. Honestly, I should just be using this pen right here and here instead of the other one. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if I can get a good thumbnail for this stream. I think that's probably what the thumbnail will be. Just because like this one, I like kind of having the underlayer show through, you know? Yeah, it kind of shows through a bit more. I'll take a couple more of these things. We need to push this stuff down. There we go. Just trying to get a good thumbnail now. Where's what? How would it be straight? Alrighty, well maybe like that. See, I don't know if it's like tilted. I guess I could. That would be a good thing to figure out as well for the streams. Just figuring out which way I should tilt this. Because I don't know if it's like tilted this way more or tilted that way. Anyway, I guess it kind of worked out. I don't know. It's like I rushed on it, you know, like there's just so many things like, but I've been trying to put somewhat of like deadlines on my stuff, so it's like, because otherwise I just end up just diddle dallying a lot, and it's kind of fun. It's like, it's kind of fun putting like these self-imposed like deadlines on things just to at least try and get you to finish some things, because that was actually a big problem. What I had a lot is I just never. And I want to learn how to ink, and I feel like this is a good way to learn how to ink. It's just putting a deadline on something, you know. I don't know. That's what I think anyway. I'm not good at inking though, so I'm trying to get better. I should be using this pen, this brush pen, but let's see here. How does it look like this? Yeah, didn't really work out. Oh well, I tried to do it. I normally don't draw three figures in a sitting, man. Normally just one figure. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing another figure like this, man. It's just too much stuff going on. I like doing the single figures a bit more. Anyway, farewell. You know what it be. T-L-O-P.